And we welcome you in Emporia, Kansas to William Lindsay White Civic Auditorium, where we bring you the day one edition of the 2023 Paul Terry Classic. Starting off with the Emporia High School Lady Spartans against the Trinity Academy Lady Knights. Both teams starting off 1-0. The Spartans head coach by Carolyn Dorsey got a 63-35 win over Ottawa to start their season off. They are the 6th ranked team in 5A as of right now in the coaches poll. Now when you look at the Trinity girls, they are also 1-0 like we said earlier. They had a 62-34 win over Garden Plain to start their season off. They are head coached by Terrence Fox. So it'll be a bad season tonight. When we look at the Spartans, it was a good shooting performance that propelled them to the win over Ottawa early on. Early on, it was a 6-2 Ottawa lead. The Spartans took a 17-0 run and never looked back. The performance from Addie Kermer, who had 23 points in that game, is what led the Spartans. But Emil Bennett and Lexi DeWitt also helped a lot offensively. We'll also be looking from a good defensive performance from Alexa Shively. That's our main defensive player. And this lineup has actually 12 seniors. So there's a lot of depth to this lineup. And you have to think Coach Dorsey will soon be looking to show that depth tonight, especially in a tournament with three days back to back to back. The depth will be important in this one, and the Spartans certainly have that. Again, 12 seniors on the lineup here, and just one junior and one freshman, the other two non-seniors, and those would be Adea Hefner and Kaylee DeWitt. So they will be looking to start off 2-0 and maybe even start the season off with a Paul Terry Classic win. After this game, we'll have the boys game. The Spartans will face off against Spring Hill. So that will be the matchup later on. Both teams have taken the court. They are finishing up warm-ups. And when it gets closer to game time, we'll be right back. You're watching Spartan basketball on Emporia on E-Town Sports Network. Back here at White Auditorium, both teams ready for tip-off. For the Spartans, the starting lineup will consist of number 2, Ryan Peak, number 3, Addie Kermer, number 5, Emil Bennett, number 10, Lexi DeWitt, and number 24, Alexa Shively. For the Knights, it'll be McKenna Balzer, number 4, Bethany Panel, number 14, number 15, Emily Chilowa, Aubrey Smith, and Tasani Wilmoth. And tip-off, Smith wins the tip-off. Wilmoth will bring it down for the Knights. Lexi DeWitt will be in tight coverage. Wilmoth will drive inside, kicks it out to Panel on the wing. Panel drives down to the corner on Alexa Shively, who gives her some pressure. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights here early on. Panel will throw it in. Looking, having trouble finding someone. She finally finds McKenna Balzer in the corner. Balzer drives down the baseline and swings it across. Wilmoth drives in, looks for a layup, and that one won't go. And now a fight for the ball, and it will be a jump ball. And the Lady Spartans will get it. They will have their first possession of the game now. Trinity coming out in a full court press to start this one out. It'll be inbounded to Bennett. Bennett and Shively pass back and forth. Now Bennett drives down the sideline, kicks it out to Peak. Kermer now will set it up top. Drives in, and that one goes out of her possession, and they are going to say Lady Knights ball. And now Emporia will say, we can do the same thing too. They're going to bring out their own full court press. And now the Knights will inbound it, and it's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay with the Knights. So the pressure getting to the Knights there. They're able to stay with the ball. A quick inbound to Wilmoth. Wilmoth drives in on DeWitt, and a good move, but couldn't quite finish it off. Now a cross-court pass to Bennett. Bennett brings it to the top to set it back up. Swings it across to DeWitt. Peak. Pump fakes, drives in, mid-range shot off the mark. And now it's another fight for the ball between Wilmoth and Shively. Jump ball this time. It will go to Trinity. So a high-intensity game to start defensively for both teams, and also both teams scraping for the ball, fighting for rebounds. Trinity looking to inbound it. And Wilmoth will bring it across the court, and now they're going to call a foul. The foul will be on number 5, Emil Bennett, the senior. And they inbound it to Wilmoth, and they're going to call a charge on Wilmoth. Wilmoth ran into Shively while catching the inbound, and it will be a charge on Trinity and back to Emporia. So no score still here with 6:43 left in the first quarter. Addie Kermer will inbound it from the sideline, gets it into DeWitt, and DeWitt will bring it up on Chilowa. Up top, Emil Bennett will set it up, and now gets it inside. Peak not able to finish. A lot of contact, but no foul there. Wilmoth brings it up, and now a cross-court pass to Balzer. Balzer working down the baseline and tries to kick out to Chilowa, but it is tipped by Addie Kermer. Trinity will inbound it. They're going to stay checking into the game for Trinity now is Ivy Wheeler. And straight off of checking in, Wheeler will inbound it. And tries to find Wilmoth. It gets tipped, but Wilmoth still able to come down with it. DeWitt on defense, and now Wilmoth loses control. She has to pick up and lose her dribble, but she's able to hand it off to Wheeler. Wheeler, just a freshman driving in, knocked down, but able to keep the dribble and avoid a turnover. And now Wheeler from 3 off the front of the rim, rebounded by Chilowa. Now knocked out of Chilowa's hands. Addie Kermer gets on the floor to get the ball and gets it for Emporia. And now they're going to try to put a fast break down the court. On the left wing is Bennett. Bennett drives, kicks out. Peak, pump fakes. Drives in, kicks out. Kermer. Kermer for 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Audrey Smith. Audrey Smith, by the way, standing at 6'3", the tallest player on the court right now. Working it up top is Bethany Panel now for Trinity, and a near steal from Addie Kermer, but Wilmoth was able to swoop in and keep the possession with Trinity here as we're about to hit the 5-minute mark in the first quarter, and now that one tipped out of bounds by Ryan Peak. Trinity will keep it on the baseline. Tegan Baker subbing in for Addie Kermer, and subbing in for Trinity, number 32, Madison Cross, and number 2, Courtney Cross. From the baseline, Courtney Cross will inbound it, trying to find someone, having trouble finding someone, and now looks for Audrey Smith. And despite the height advantage, Alexa Shively is able to get in there and tip that ball away. We'll do it again, this time from the other side of the goal on the baseline. And now this time, quickly inbounded to Wheeler. Wheeler driving in, and now kicks it back out, trying to set something up. Still are yet to have a team on the scoreboard now, as we have less than 5 minutes in the first quarter. Steal from Alexa Shively. This one might go all the way, and no, it's blocked from Audrey Smith. It will stay with Emporia. And now senior Kyla Herfkins will sub in for Ryan Peak. And now Kate Shepard will check in for Audrey Smith for the Knights. Bennett looking for somewhere to inbound, having trouble finding someone, throws it over the top. Baker able to get it, and we'll bring it up top. Bennett driving in, Spartans swinging it around. Shively on the wing, drives in, and now Bennett will take it back up top once again. Shively from the short corner, swings it across to Baker to DeWitt. And now back across the court, Shively mid-range, off the mark, in and out, but rebounded by Kyla Herfkins, who will put it back for Emporia to have our teams on the board here. 2-0 Emporia, still bringing full court pressure. They're able to bring it across, and now Emile Bennett will be called for her second foul here in the first quarter. Addie Kermer now checking back in, and she will check in for Emile Bennett. And now we're going to get a Wichita Trinity timeout. 2-0 Lady Spartans with 4:12 left in the first quarter. And when we come back, coverage will resume. Out of the timeout here at Wide Auditorium, Trinity will be inbounding it. It will be Kate Shepard looking to make the inbound pass. And here we go. They try to get it into Wheeler. Bobbles it a little, but able to regain possession. And now we'll set up Trinity's offense up top. On the wing to Madison Cross. Cross now in trouble. Baker on defense. And it's stolen by the Spartans. Addie Kermer will be the one to get it. And they look like they tried to move fast. Now Tegan Baker for three. Got it! And the Spartans now up 5-0 here with 3:40 left in this first quarter. And they're going to continue to bring the full court pressure. And now Baker tries to steal it, and it's successful because it's an errant pass to Shively, makes the extra pass to DeWitt, who scores, and now it is a 7-0 Emporia lead. So just like that, in the matter of seconds, it's a 7-0 Emporia lead, and now a 5-second violation. The full court pressure from Emporia gets to Trinity, and they will turn it over as Addison Gutierrez checks in for Emporia. Checking out for the Knights are Bethany Panel and McKenna Walls. And now Kyla Herfkins off the inbound pass takes it up and will be fouled. So now a chance to take a 9-0 lead for Emporia. They've been on a 7-0 run to start this game. And the first free throw for Kyla will go. So it's 8-0. Free throw number 2. That one doesn't go. That is her first free throw miss of the season, but it is rebounded by Tegan Baker. The offensive rebound on the free throw. Kyla goes for a putback. It doesn't quite go, and Balzer will have it for Trinity. So it will stay. Wilmuth is fouled. They're going to call that one on Tegan Baker as Lexi DeWitt checks in now for Alexis Shively. The baseline play, still trying to work its way. Balzer can't find anybody. Now she finds Madison Cross, but it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Emporia, so we're going to do it again here from the baseline. This time it looks to be like a different play. Trinity setting up here. And Balzer this time finds Courtney Cross up top. A handoff to Wheeler. Wheeler stepping back, setting things up. Now over to Wilmuth. Wilmuth with a lot of pressure from Tegan Baker. She's had a good defensive performance to start, and she forces a turnover there as well. Another Trinity turnover. Audrey Smith now will come back in for Courtney Cross. The Knights continuing to bring full court pressure here with 2:53 left in this first quarter. It's an 8-0 Emporia high lead. Kermer will bring it down for the Spartans, and now she drives in, and a good drive and finish. 10-0 Spartans now. Trinity will inbound it quick, trying to get a fast break down the court, and instead it backfires. It's stolen. Kermer brings it down and drives in again. Another drive, and that one won't go. Now the Trinity fast break. They don't quite have numbers, and Wheeler realizes that, steps back, and slows things down for the Knights. Now a drive in from Wheeler. She is fouled on the shot, so a chance for Trinity to get on the board here. They will have 2 free throws. Second foul for Tegan Baker now. And the first free throw from Wheeler is no good. Ryan Peak and Alexa Shively come back in for Kyla Herfkins and Tegan Baker, but the Spartans already have Bennett and Baker with 2 fouls in this one. Second free throw is good from Wheeler. So Trinity will now be on the board. It's a 10-1 Emporia lead still. Peak inbounds on the press. Quick inbound to Kermer. Kermer drives down the sideline. Wilmuth on defense. And now a quick drive and pulls up from the free throw line. No good though for Kermer. A lot of contact but still no foul. Panel now. A deep pass to Balzer, who is able to handle it. Bobbled it for a second but was able to handle it. Didn't let Lexi DeWitt get the steal. Madison Cross now. Drives in, drives back out. A great pass inside to Balzer, who doesn't make the shot but does draw the foul. A great pass inside sets up more free throws. Foul is on Addie Kermer. First free throw is good, so now Trinity cuts the lead down to 10-2. Second free throw goes as well. So it's 10-3. Trinity trying to respond after a 10-0 Lady Spartan run to start this one off. Spartans go down the court. Peak drives inside, and Peak not able to get the shot, but she gets her own rebound. Pass out Shively, doesn't go, but Kermer gets the rebound. And now DeWitt from mid-range, off the mark, and Balzer finally rebounds it and tries to make a deep pass to Audrey Smith. It works out, but Smith misses the layup. And now a fight for the ball. Wilma's her third fight of the ball. This time it's with Ryan Peak instead of Alexa Shively. It is a jump ball. It will go to Emporia. And now Zeta Pearson will check in for Addison Gutierrez. And Emily Chilowa checks back in for the Knights. Kermer bringing it up. The pressure dies down from Trinity. Now Shiley drives in, kicks out. Peak for what will be a long two. Doesn't go, but rebounded by Pearson, who puts it back up for the score. The Spartans piling up offensive rebounds, and now a steal on the press from Kermer, who lays it in to make it 14-3. The press dealing a lot of trouble to Trinity so far, and really just the Emporia defense in general. As there's another steal, this time from DeWitt. The fast break. Peak to Kermer. Kermer passes up on the three, instead drives in, and she is fouled. She'll be going to the free throw line for the for the second pair of Spartan free throws. And good for Addie Kermer there. It's 15-3 now. 31 seconds left in this first quarter. Second free throw will go as well for Kermer. 16-3 now is the lead. We went around 3.5 minutes without a score, but since then it has been all Spartans. And they're going to continue to bring the pressure. This time Trinity breaks it. Extra pass made to Audrey Smith, but she's not able to handle it. Lauren Williams, who just checked in, gets the steal. And now 15 seconds left. We'll see if the Spartans will try to get the last shot of this quarter. And it looks like that is what they're trying to do with 10 seconds left on the clock now. Shively drives in. Now Williams, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. That is the end of the first quarter here at White Auditorium. It is a 16-3 Emporia lead. The main emphasis right now being on the defense of Emporia, on the press, and just in general, even when they haven't brought pressure, they are forcing turnovers. And not only that, they are getting rebounds as well, on both sides of the ball, offensive and defensive rebounds, getting a lot of second, third, and even fourth chances sometimes. And that's going to help you get out to a 16-3 lead. And we'll bring you coverage of the second quarter when we come back. You're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Ready to start the second quarter at White Auditorium. And Trinity will have it. They'll inbound it to Balzer. Kermer, the one working on defense. And right now, Balzer trying to find something to do with it. Kermer with good defense. And now a great pass inside to Wheeler, but she's not able to knock down the layup. DeWitt rebound, going for a fast break. Extra pass to Kermer. Can't quite get the fast break layup to go, but who else but Alexa Shively once again is in there fighting for the ball, and she is going to give the Spartans a second chance here. Bennett will inbound for the Spartans here in the start of the second quarter. Right to Kermer, who shoots the three. It goes! And a three from Addie Kermer, her first. She is a shooter for sure. And she showed that one there, knocking down her first three of the game. It's 19-3 Spartans. Still bringing pressure. Kate Shepard now gets it off the pass from Wheeler. Wheeler now sets it up top. Courtney Cross on the wing now. Drives in and looks to go inside to Bolzer, but it doesn't work out. It's off the hands of Bolzer, out of bounds on the baseline, and the Spartans will get the ball right back. And the Spartans have not been faced so far by the full court pressure. And I think that's partially why Trinity is bringing that pressure up first and now starting to bring it back as a near steal for Wheeler. But Kermer able to hold on to it. And I get it up to Bennett on the right wing near half court. Inside to the high post to Peak. Now hands off Kermer. DeWitt drives in. Kick out Peak. Peak is going to be called for a travel there. Just got a little too antsy trying to drive that one inside, so Trinity will get it back. McKenna Balzer will take it in off the rebounds, who is pretty tall to be handling the ball like a guard. And now she hands off to Wheeler. Wheeler shot off the backboard, but won't go in. And now Kermer brings it back up for the Spartans. Bennett up top gets a screen from DeWitt. Not able to do much with it, but what a pass inside. Peak not able to do anything with it, though. Kicks it back out. DeWitt with a quick fake. Goes inside, back out to Bennett. Kermer on the left wing where she hit a three just a few moments ago, but now it's stolen by Ivy Wheeler. She didn't get it the first time, but she got it the second. And she drives. There's a foul called on a made shot, but they're going to say it was before the shot. No continuation on that one. So it will not be an and one for Trinity. As now Addison Gutierrez checks in for Addie Kermer. Bethany Panel checking in for Courtney Cross. Baseline play. Balls are looking for Wheeler. Doesn't have her, and Bennett will get the steal. And now, quick pass up to Shively. Shively takes it in, not able to get the layup, but a rebound from Gutierrez. Putback doesn't go, but Peak rebound Spartans. The offensive rebounds have been a big part of the Spartan offense tonight, getting a lot of second and third chances. Balzer takes it down and is fouled by Lexi DeWitt. And that will be her second foul. Tasani Wilmuth checks in for the Knights. Kyla Herfkins checking in for Alexis Shively. 5:38 left in this second quarter. Wilmuth now has it on the corner off the inbounds and gets it stolen from DeWitt and passes off to Bennett. Doesn't look to be getting a fast break here. Drives in now, an extra pass to Herfkins. Drives in. And she doesn't get the shot, but she is going to get the foul. She will be going back to the free throw line. 75% here in this early season so far, including two today. First one goes for Kyla. That'll make her 4 for 5 on the season. And a 22-3 lead for the Spartans. The second one won't go. And now the fast break for Trinity off the rebound doesn't work. Wilmuth just overthrows Wheeler by a little bit. And so the Spartans will get it back up 22-3 with 5 minutes left in this first quarter. And now pressure on Bennett. Bennett gets double teamed but able to find Gutierrez and get out of trouble. And now the Spartans will set it up. They get it inside Peak. Peak drives in and is fouled, so Peak will be going to the free throw line for the first time this game. And now the Spartans starting to draw some more fouls here a little less than halfway through this second quarter. And the first one bounces off the back of the rim. Looked like it wanted to go in for a second, but just missed. So it will stay 22-3.
Returning for the Knights, McKenna Balzer.
Second free throw from Pete. Does not go. Gutierrez fights for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Addison Gutierrez. So it will go back to Trinity. And now the Spartans are going to take away the full court pressure here. Wilmoth will bring it up. And Alexa Shively playing tough defense, and Wilmoth loses her dribble now, trying to find somebody. And you got to be thinking a 5-second call soon, and there it comes. It is a 5-second call. The Spartans forced a 5-second violation on an inbounds play earlier. Now they force it here on the court. So another turnover forced by the Spartans as they have a 19-point lead here in the second quarter. Peak on the high post. Gets it inside Kermer. What a drive, and it finds its way in. That was a tough drive there. Kermer had to fade away towards the end of it, and she found a way to bank it in. And now Trinity bringing it down, a fight for the ball. Alexa Shively in on it again. Jump ball. This time, though, it will stay with Trinity. But Alexa Shively, I want to say that is her 4th or 5th time getting in on a jump ball and fighting for that. Fighting for possession. And the inbounds from Madison Cross goes into Ivy Wheeler. Is gonna get fouled. That one will be on Alexa Shively. And Lexi DeWitt will come in for Shively, who is in some foul trouble now. Inbounds down low is to Wheeler. Wheeler brings it back up top. She's going to get a screen from Smith. And she takes to the other side. Now steps back for 3 off the front iron. And a rebound by Balzer, and they're going to call a foul on the Spartans there. Balzer fell down trying to get that rebound. And they're going to call that on Zeta Pearson, her first of the night. And so we'll be back to a baseline play for Trinity. And inbounds Wheeler mid-range off the front iron again. Kermer brings it up, and now a deep pass cross court to Pearson on the fast break, who puts it in. And it's 26-3 Trinity now. Or sorry, 26-3 Emporia. And now Terrence Fox will call a timeout. His Trinity girls have not scored a point in this quarter so far. We'll be back at the end of this 30-second timeout. Returning to Emporia here, where Bethany Panel will inbound it off the timeout for Trinity. Trying to find someone, and eventually finds Madison Cross. And now Panel gets it back from Cross, shoots the 3 off the back of the rim. Pearson now fights for the rebound, and oh, she ripped it away, but they are going to call a jump ball. Seemed like a quick call there. But either way, and that will keep it with Trinity. Now, Trinity did get the ball. The last, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Trinity got the last jump ball. But it is going to stay with Trinity, I guess. So balls will inbound, and Demia Zapata, who checked in after the timeout, will force that one out of bounds. And we are going to be back on the baseline here. Inbound, Wheeler, working on Pearson. And now a good drive in there, but just not quite able to get it to fall. That's been the story of the first half for Trinity. Has now Emporia on the fast break. to DeWitt inside. Kermer floater off the mark, rebounded by Panel. The Knights now try to bring it down and get it into Audrey Smith, and another one forced out of bounds by Demia Zapata in just her short time being in. This time it will go to the Spartans. Trinity now also backing off on their pressure as the Spartans did just a little earlier, as we have 2:40 left in this second quarter. 26-3 Spartan lead, and now Pearson looked for a backdoor pass to DeWitt. It got stolen, but the Spartans retain possession. Kermer for three off the mark. Put back from Demia Zapata, doesn't go. And now it's tipped out, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Kermer. Kermer and Bolzer were both looking to get the ball there, and they're going to say it was last deflected off Kermer. And it will go for Trinity, and now Bolzer will come off, and taking her place will be Courtney Cross. Zeta Pearson will also step off for Alexa Shively. And now the play inside, deflected by Demia Zapata once again. This is already the third time she has deflected a Trinity pass on all three possessions so far. And Madison Cross looking for an inbound, and out of bounds. It will stay with Trinity once again. Peak that time was in there with the near steal. Now screen from Smith on the inbounds play. Now they're going to try to look for Smith inside. They get it to her on the high post. She's working on Shively. And instead kicks out to Madison Cross. Now Ivy Wheeler three. This one won't go. This time it's off the back iron. And now three Trinity defenders on Addie Kermer. She gets the pass out, but she's also fouled. So the Spartans will be able to just inbound this one instead of going for the fast break. Kermer navigating the Spartan offense here. Gets the pass off to Peak. Now takes it back, drives inside, floater, it goes, nothing but nets. 28-3 Spartans, a minute 40 left in this first half. Trinity still has not scored since the first quarter. Now a steal from Lauren Williams, who's just checked in. And so now the Spartans will bring it down. Peak on the wing. Over to Shively. Shively short corner. Shot goes. 30-3 Emporia. The shots have been there for Trinity in this first half. They just haven't quite been able to knock them down. And now another turnover. This time it's Ryan Peak. And now the Spartans going to control it, slow it down. Now Kermer drives in, and oh, that one looked like it was going to go, but Demia Zapata puts it back. It won't go. Out of bounds. That one deflected off Alexa Shively, who was going for the putback. And now checking in for the Spartans, Kyla Herfkins and freshman Kaylee DeWitt. Wheeler bringing it up for Trinity. Kaylee DeWitt just checked in, will be on defense. And now Wheeler is fouled. This one on Lauren Williams, sorry. And now Trinity will be in the bonus, so they will have a chance to get their first points of the second quarter on the board here. It will be Ivy Wheeler. And Wheeler's first will go, so Trinity is on the board here in the second quarter. It's 30-4. 37 seconds left in this second quarter. Second one goes as well, so she goes 2 for 2 there on the bonus, and it is 30-5. Trinity now will bring the press back up after they had taken it off for a little bit. DeWitt will take it past half court for the Spartans in the corner to Williams. Shively up top now will set it up for Emporia. Chilewa will be on defense. And now Williams thought she had something, but instead decided to eat it and get it back to Shively, who brings it back up top again. We're down to 7 seconds. Long two from Lauren Williams doesn't go. Rebound, Zapata won't go. DeWitt, second chance, gets blocked. And now the buzzer sounds. It is halftime here at White Auditorium. And the score at halftime is 30-5 Emporia. Again, we waited around 3.5 to 4-ish minutes for the first score of this one. And ever since then, Emporia, it's been all Emporia. They started off with a 10-0 run, which was followed then by 3 Trinity points, and since then it has been a 20-2 run for Emporia, giving them this big lead they have jumped out to here at halftime. But for right now, we'll talk about more halftime stuff later, and a little bit of a preview of the boys' game against Spring Hill that will be coming up next. We will talk about that when we come back. Once again, you are watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. And we resume coverage here from William Lindsay White Auditorium. At halftime, our score 30-5, Lady Spartans. Key takeaways from this first half, for one, is turnovers. The Spartans not turning over the ball much, and they are forcing a lot of turnovers, and that is typically a good recipe for success, as we've seen in this first half, along with getting second chances. And I mean, on some possessions, even third or fourth chances, they have really dominated the boards. So, a good recipe for success for the Spartans so far. They've gotten a couple threes to fall as well. When you look at Trinity, the 30-5 score really is pretty deceiving. Trinity has had a lot of opportunities, to say the least. They've had a lot of shots go up, but it just seems like there's a lid on the bucket for Trinity right now. But that being said, we'll take before we have about a minute and 35-ish seconds until the second half starts. With that, we'll take a slight preview of the boys' game, which will be between the Emporia High Spartans and the Spring Hill. Spring Hill comes into this game 0-1 with a 50-42 loss to Eudora. They are coached by Caleb Eisenhower, who's in his first year with this team. And so we'll see if he can pick up his first win with Spring Hill later tonight when that boys game does start. And when we talk about the boys, they got a 50-39 win, upsetting 9th-ranked 4A Ottawa. And in that game, Emporia did not make a single three, yet still won that game by 11 points. And they'll be looking to move the ball around well tonight, just like they did against Ottawa. But they also are going to be facing a team in Spring Hill that has quite a bit more size than that Ottawa team had, which size is the Spartans' weakness. Spring Hill, pretty tall when it comes to basketball teams in Kansas. But now enough talking for the next game. Let's focus on the present right now. We are about to get started in the second half here at White. Emporia will get it to start this one off. And Kermer will get it. The original starters are back in to start this second half. And now quick backdoor pass. Addie Kermer gets the Spartans on the board in the third quarter right off the bat and extends the lead to 27. And the Spartans back in the full court press as well. And they're causing McKenna Bolzer some trouble. She's able to get it into Tassani Wilmoth, who drives all the way down and just couldn't quite get that one to fall. And now Chilewa and Shively fight for it, and Shively smartly knocks that one off of Chilewa out of bounds, so the Spartans will get it back. Bennett brings it up now. And hands off Kermer. Kermer, quick drive in, a great pass to Alexa Shively, who puts the layup in, and it is 34-5. Some good ball movement to start the second half for Emporia. Trinity will look to do the same as Wilmoth finds a way to get through the Emporia trap. A quick pass off to Smith, and she's not able to put the layup in. Rebound Lexi DeWitt. DeWitt fighting through Trinity defenders. Quick pass now, Bennett. Quick pass back into Shively. Another good Emporia pass. And 36-5 Emporia. We are having the scoreboard technical difficulties for right now. So the score is 36-5 Emporia. Now 38-5 Emporia as Addie Kermer drives in. We will try to get the scoreboard back up as quickly as possible. And now Wilmoth drives in and gets fouled. And now the scoreboard should be back up, and it is. So Wilmoth now will go to the line after figuring out those difficulties. And the first one's off the back iron. It won't go in.
In the game for the Knights. Courtney Cross.
And now a big substitution
Kate Cross.
for Trinity. They sub 3 in with Ivy Wheeler still waiting to most likely sub in for Wilmoth, the shooter. .609 left in this third quarter. Wilma's second free throw. This one does go and Trinity is on the board in the second half, 38-6. And they're going to bring the full court press once again. And now they're going to fall back. And they've done that a couple of times. They've brought what seemed to be full court pressure, but then they've fallen back as now Peak has it on the high post. And he's going to drive in, and that one's off the back of the rim. Rebounded Courtney Cross, who's now trying to work a fast break. And a miscommunication between her and Ivy Wheeler. Alexa Shively fights for the ball. It goes out of bounds off Trinity. And Emporia will force another night turnover. High post, Peak. Shively now for 3, off the mark from the corner. Pennell now takes it down, fast break, and the pass is just off from Pennell. She was looking for Kate Shepard. And Trinity will turn it over again. Kermer inbound, DeWitt. DeWitt finds a lane to break the press down the sideline. On the right wing now. DeWitt will have it on the right wing, and now Kermer drives in, and a good pass to Peak, who kicks it back out. Some good ball movement from Emporia. Inside to Peak again, who gets the shot and the foul. It will be an and one for Ryan Peak and Emporia to extend their lead 40-6 and possibly 41-6. Foul is on Madison Cross. Addie Gutierrez and Tegan Baker check in for the Lady Spartans. Free throw is good with 5:09 left in this third quarter. Kyla Herfkins now also checks in for Ryan Peak. Wheeler now driving in for Trinity, off the mark, rebound Kyla Herfkins, and trying to get out of it, and now finds Addie Kermer wide open deep, and Kermer lays it. 4:35 here left in the third here. Baker working defense up top. She had a good defensive performance in the first half, forcing a bulk of these turnovers, and now she looks to force another one. She does. She gets on the floor to get that one. And now the pass, though, off the mark from Kyla Herfkins on the fast break, so Trinity will retain possession. And now Courtney Cross drives in, makes the extra pass to Madison Cross. Kate Shepard, corner 3, off the mark, rebound Kyla Herfkins. So the Spartans will slow it down now, and we'll look to set things back up. And now an Emil Bennett 3 from the right wing, off the mark, and Kyla rebounds, gets a putback, a lot of contact, but no foul. And Coach Dorsey looking to plead her case for that one as well, as Lauren Williams and Adea Hefner now check in. Hefner checking in for her first minutes in this one with 3:52 left in the third. It's out of bounds. It will stay with Emporia. Baker gets it into Herfkins. Herfkins brings it up to the free throw line, and now a Tegan Baker 3. Oh, in and out. That one looked like it was going to go. But rebound from Adea Hefner. Emporia High with another second chance. William drives in from the right side, and now it's a swing from Herfkins to Baker. And they look inside. The Hefner won't go, but Lauren Williams is there to keep possession with the Spartans. Now pass inside. Hefner kicks out. Gutierrez, mid-range shot doesn't fall. And now Hefner and Wheeler fight for the ball. And it's a jump ball. It will go to Trinity now. So that possession will end for the Spartans after having around 3 or 4 chances, again, like they've been able to generate all night. These extra chances that have helped them put up 43 points on this scoreboard. And now we're going to get a full timeout from Terrence Fox. Coach Fox wants a full timeout for his Trinity team. And so after that timeout, we'll be back. The score 43-6 Emporia. You're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. We return now from that full timeout as Trinity will inbound from the sideline closest to the media table here. And it's an inbound from Bolzer to Wheeler. Wheeler up top, driving in. Baker on defense, and she thought she had a steal, but they're going to call a foul. There were about 3 Spartans it could have been on, but it is going to be on Baker. And that is the 3rd foul now on Tegan Baker. Another baseline inbounds play for Trinity, and they get it into Wheeler just in front of the free throw line. She shoots, it won't go off the back iron, but there will be a foul on the rebound. Wilmuth was the one who ended up going for the rebound and getting fouled. And so we will repeat that inbounds play. And now inside, Wheeler off the inbounds again, won't go. Balzer's second chance, that one doesn't go as well. And now Balzer is down. Lauren Williams now for 3, not good, but Addison Gutierrez gets the rebound and second chance. She'll be going to the free throw line. Oh no, they're gonna say that was not on the shot. So that foul is not on the shot there. Kay Shepard will now come in for McKenna Balzer. 43-6 our score, 2:41 left in the 3rd quarter. And Baker now mid-range, doesn't go. Rebound Wilmuth. Wilmuth going to try to get the fast break. She doesn't quite have numbers, and she sees that, pulls it out. Now tries to get inside to 6'3", Audrey Smith. It doesn't go. Hefner with good defense. However, it's not a steal. Trinity will keep possession of the ball. Wilmuth up top, into Shepard. Shepard now looking. Williams playing tough defense, and it's going to force a steal. Hefner intercepts the pass. Baker will slow it down. She won't go for the fast break. Right wing to Williams. High post. Herfkins inside Hefner. Hefner brings it down low, and that's going to allow Wilmuth to get in on the ball there. But it will stay with the Spartans as Demia Zapata subs in for Kyla Herfkins. And subbing in for Ivy Wheeler will be number 2, Courtney Cross. Inbound Hefner, and tries to put up a shot. It doesn't go, but they're going to say it is tipped by Trinity. It'll stay with Emporia again. And now Bethany Pinnell checking in for Emily Chilowa. Baker trying to find someone to inbound to. It took a little bit, but she does find Lauren Williams. Baker working on the short corner, brings it back to the top of the key. Left wing is Williams. Hefner now up top, tries to get it into Zapata, doesn't go, it's stolen by Pinnell. Wilmuth now driving in, and the drive doesn't go, it gets stolen, but Cross is able to get it back for Trinity, and her shot is left of the rim. So it'll go back to Emporia. Minute 21 left in the third quarter. Baker right now running the point guard for Emporia. And now Lauren Williams, three with a hand in her face, it goes! Hand in her face, it didn't matter to her as now Audrey Smith puts that one up and gets fouled. The shot won't go, but she'll have 2 free throws. 46-6 Emporia as Audrey Smith will step to the free throw line. And the first one is nothing but net. 46-7. Kaylee DeWitt checks back in now for Tegan Baker. And that one good from Smith as well. 46-8. Gutierrez gets it into DeWitt. Now Gutierrez will bring it back up top. Williams on the right side. And to Hefner up top. Into Zapata. And now quick swinging passes out to DeWitt. Now Gutierrez on the left wing. Gets it back to DeWitt on the short corner. And Emporia really slowing it down, trying to keep possession here. And now a shot from Gutierrez off the mark. A long 2 is what it would have been. It goes out of bounds and will go back to Trinity with 28 seconds left in this third quarter. Wilmoth brings up Hefner, working on defense. Looks to be like a little bit of half-court pressure now. And it's going to work for the Spartans. Demia Zapata intercepts that pass. Lauren Williams bringing it down quickly with some token pressure off to DeWitt now. 5 seconds left in the third quarter, and now they're going to say DeWitt stepped on the baseline. It will be Trinity basketball. And now Wilmoth is going to get a shot off before the buzzer, and oh, it almost went in. It would have counted if it went as well. Off the backboard and the front of the rim, but just didn't quite find its way in. So our score here at the end of the third quarter, Emporia 46, Trinity 8. And we'll be back when the start of the fourth quarter comes. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Getting ready to go here in the fourth quarter of a 38-point game. Emporia leads it 46-8. As the starters are now back in for Emporia in the beginning of this fourth quarter. We'll see how soon Emporia goes to the bench. Trinity will get the ball to start this quarter off. And it goes in, and it's stolen. Alexis Shively who pulls it back out. So it looks like the Spartans are not going to be too aggressive here with the big lead. And now handoff Bennett. Back over to DeWitt. DeWitt drives down, hands off to Kermer. DeWitt driving in, and wow, a no-look pass to kick it out to DeWitt. But Kermer now will set it back up top over to DeWitt on the right wing. Now Kermer on the left wing, drives in, short corner floater doesn't go. Chiloe blocked it and also grabbed the rebound. And now Chiloe drives in, is stopped by Kermer. And now they look inside to Courtney Cross, stolen Alexis Shively, fast break, Lexi DeWitt, layup 8. Emporia leads with 7 minutes left in the final quarter of this one, and now 4 subs have gone to the scorer's table here. Balls are on the left wing. Inside, Madison Cross. And they're going to say she was out of bounds. And so it'll go back to Emporia, and here comes the big substitution. Actually looks like there were 5 Spartans on the scores table subbing in there. So a completely new 5 for Emporia. And one of them is Kaylee DeWitt, who will take the ball down the court. Gutierrez now have it with Chillowa as the defender. Up to Hefner at the top of the key. And now DeWitt drives in, looks for the layup, and it won't go, but she does get the foul. Foul is on McKenna Balzer, and DeWitt will go to the line, looking to put up her first points of this game with 5:54 left in this game. Sorry, they're going to say that was not a shooting foul. They looked to be lining up at the free throw line, but then instead they went to the baseline as the inbounds play has a loose ball, which will end in a jump ball that will stay with the Spartans. The clock now is running at all times here in this one. Gutierrez will look to inbound it again. This time it's to Hefner. Gets it on the corner. DeWitt sets it up to Williams. Williams had a screen from Pearson. She took a couple dribbles with it, then passed it back out. Pearson now will come up to the high post. And Gutierrez now from the elbow is off the mark, but it's rebounded by Pearson, getting a second chance for the Spartans. Fell down, but gets it back out to Hefner. DeWitt, mid-range shot is off the rim with 4:50 left in this ball game. Madison Cross takes it back down, now kicks it to Ivy Wheeler. Wheeler gets a screen from Chillowa and now takes a deep 3. And that one's off the mark. Just, again, nothing able to fall for Trinity. They do get the rebound, though. It's Carissa Linder. And she is fouled by Adea Hefner. Her first will check in for Trinity. And now Terrence Fox pleading his team's case. Couldn't exactly tell what he was trying to get across as they get the inbound to Linder. And now inside, it's a shot from Madison Cross, and she is fouled. So she will go to the line for 2 free throws here with 3:35 left in this game. And looking to get them into double digits is Cross. And the first one will go. Demia Zapata. And now the second free throw from Cross, Madison Cross, is on the way. And it goes. And Tegan Baker comes back into the game now for Addison Gutierrez. Now down to less than 3 minutes in this game. Baker brings it up. And now at the ESU logo, passes off to DeWitt. Zapata now working left wing, double team down low, so she kicks it out to Hefner. Hefner to Williams. Screen set for Williams, who drives in, and a backdoor pass on the pick and roll. And Hefner puts it up, but it is blocked by Carissa Linder. So it'll be taken back the other way for Trinity. Kicks out, and the 3 from Michaela Ward off the mark, her first shot of the night. Kaylee DeWitt with the rebound, and will also take it back down the court here as we are reaching 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. DeWitt works it on the left side, and now a steal. Ivy Wheeler, and couldn't get it to go on the fast break. And now a foul. Tegan Baker got fouled trying to bring that one back up.
Trinity foul is called on Ivy Wheeler. That's her first personal, 17th foul. Entering the game for the Knights.
Foul is on Ivy Wheeler. That is her first of the game. She's just a freshman. here, and she has put in some good varsity minutes. Emporia now looking to finish this one off with a minute and around 15 left. They will take on Topeka Hayden tomorrow in day 2 of this Paul Terry Classic in 2023. And they will be looking to stay undefeated to start this one off. As a foul, an offensive foul on Adea Hefner. We'll give it back to Trinity. And that game will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Obviously could get delayed a little bit in the tournaments. The tournaments do typically run late. But there will be coverage of those games as well tomorrow. Meanwhile, a short corner shot from Madison Cross doesn't go. And now Williams will bring it back up here in the last 25 seconds of this game, where you would like to think Emporia will be able to hold on to the ball and finish this one off at a 48-10 final score here, as Trinity still fighting for the ball here. They're not going to let Emporia easily take this one out, but we now have 5 seconds left in this one. So Emporia will look ahead to the Hayden Wildcats tomorrow. They are now 2-0. It's a 48-10 win for the Lady Spartans. And if we're going to talk about some key takeaways from this game that led the Spartans to their win, we first have to talk about the offensive rebounds and just rebounding in general. The Spartans dominated the boards despite being really the smaller team here. But that is a big trait of this Carolyn Dorsey team, is that they are gonna scratch and claw for every ball. And now another thing you have to mention too is the turnovers forced by the Lady Spartans. We don't have the exact number on the turnover margin, but it had to be big. And they also didn't give the ball up very much themselves. So that is it. That is the key takeaways from the game. Soon we'll be starting the boys' game at approximately 7:50-ish, maybe slightly later. Now we're going to take a little break. We'll be back on E-Town Sports Network in a little bit here for the start of the boys' game. back at White Auditorium. Both teams warming up, getting set for the Emporia High boys facing off against the Spring Hill Broncos. Typically in Kansas, when you mention the Broncos, there's not a very good light shed on them. But the Broncos of Spring Hill, Kansas, they have come today to face off the Emporia Spartans and try to hand them their first loss of the season while gaining their first win of the season. The Spartans took a 50-39 win over Ottawa in the first game of the year, 9th ranked in 4A, by the way. And they did that without making a single three. They shot some. It just seemed like there was a lid on the bucket for those, but they were able to knock down they were able to move the ball around well, really. And so they'll be looking to do that against a Spring Hill team that is a little bigger and will probably require them to hit a little more from range than Ottawa did. Spring Hill comes into this game 0-1 with a 50-42 loss to Eudora. They are coached by Caleb Eisenhower, who's in his first year coaching this Bronco team, and still looking for his first win, which he could get tonight or some point in time during this Paul Terry Classic. But with about a minute and 10 seconds left of game time, let's talk about the Spartans in general. So the Spartans have a do-it-all guy. That guy is Sheldon Stewart, number 1, a senior for this team. He had, last game against Ottawa, he had 14 points, which was second on the team, and then led the team in rebounds, assists, and steals. So he'll be looking for him as the leader. The main offensive threat for the Spartans would be River Peters, who scored 23 in last week's game against Ottawa. But now we're going to get set up for the national anthem, sang by Kinsley Madrano. So we'll be back after that. And now they'll introduce the starting lineups here at White Auditorium, and when they are done with that, we will come back on E-Town Sports Network to bring you coverage of Emporia High versus Spring Hill. ready to go here at White. Both teams in the huddle as we are just about to tip this one off. The Emporia High student section gets settled in. A pretty good showing here at White on a Thursday night. And now we'll talk about our starting lineups for Emporia. Senior Sheldon Stewart, senior Blake Spellman, junior Josh Rios, senior Calvin Seeley, and junior River Peters. For the Broncos, junior number 0 Ryan Jackson, senior Chase Bond, senior James Allen, senior Brady Kaiser, and also senior Cooper D'Albini. So here we are ready for tip-off. Peters and D'Albini will fight for it, and James Allen will get it off the tip. And now Brady Kaiser will take it up for the Broncos. Sheldon Stewart will be the one on defense. Again, the do-it-all guy for this defense. And now Kaiser drives inside. Help defense from Josh Rios, and it is going to force a miss. Rebound, River Peters. Stewart brings it back down. Quick pass to Rios on the fast break. Kicks it back out. Spellman thought about the 3. And now outside corner 3 from Calvin Seeley off the mark. Rebound Cooper D'Albini brought back up again by Brady Kaiser. And now the Spartans are going to trap Kaiser, who throws it off the shins of Calvin Seeley. So both possessions come up empty for these teams to start off. Spring Hill will inbound it. Spellman now working defense on James Allen. Allen now drives in. The help defense is there, and now they're going to call a block on Josh Rios, who tried to draw a charge. And so that will be Josh's first foul of the game. Kaiser will inbound it from the baseline, gets it up top to Albini, to the right elbow to Allen. Ryan Jackson now comes in, swoops in, gets that one out to Bond, who lost control for a second, got it back. Right wing Jackson drives in, and a pass across doesn't go though on the shot for Cooper D'Albini. So Stewart of the Spartans will bring it back up. They swing it around. Peters takes it inside, and it slipped out of his hands. He had a layup there, and it just seemed to slip out of his hands. He lost a grip on it or something. So it'll be a turnover in Spring Hill ball. Kaiser brings up with token pressure from Blake Spellman, but Spring Hill easily breaks it. Chase Bond, what a drive for Spring Hill, and they are going to be the first ones on the board. And now a quick inbound. But Emporia will instead just slow it down and set it back up. And they are swinging it around. Good ball movement, just like we saw last week against Ottawa. Stewart brings it up to the top of the key. Now back over to the right wing. Once again swinging around. Rios thought about the shot. Now to Peters in the left corner. He is their shooter. He and Stewart, despite having not their best shooting performances last game. And now Stewart on the left wing. Back across the court to Seeley. Stewart now long 2, and it's off the mark. Rebound Ryan Jackson, but now Brady Kaiser in trouble again. This time he's not able to throw it off Calvin Seeley's shin. And Peters takes the layup and scores 2-2. Now we are tied with 5:35 left in the first quarter. And Emporia continuing to bring some half-court pressure now, and that one's stolen. It tipped off of Chase Bond. A turnover Emporia now has forced. And they're going to get the ball back in. And now freshman Harrison Trelk checks back in along with sophomore Rylan Crowell. This Spartan team, slightly undersized, but they don't play like it. As now Crowell have the ball on the right wing. Trelk up top. And now Madden Seidel also checking in, the junior. Trelk thought about the 3, instead gets it into Seidel. And now inside Crowell, has 3 Broncos on him and is able to kick it back out though. Now Seeley, 3, short. Not able to get the rebound as Crowell. And now bringing up is Elijah Lacey. And he and Jackson will pass it back forth for Spring Hill. And now it's a bad pass from Lacey. Intercepted by Seidel. Stewart brings it up. Crowell, shot off the mark. And they're going to say that one went off the hands of Harrison Trelk. It will go now to the Broncos. So we are still at 2-2 with 4:45 left in the first quarter. Lacey bringing it up. And now they swing it across. Allen now with tough defense from Ryland Crowell. But he drives in, gets a good pass off to Chase Bond, who puts that one in. So Spring Hill now will take back the lead 4-2. Spartans looking again to set up their offense here. They really... And now Madden Seidel from 3. That one's off the mark. Lacey bringing it up the court for Spring Hill. Trelk playing some tough defense, but now a deep pass into Cooper D. Albini, who tried to make a quick pass out without even... Tried to make a quick pass out in the air, but it was off the mark, out of bounds Emporia ball. And now Spellman, Rios, and Peters all check back in. Jordan Miller checking in for Spring Hill, along with number 22, Peyton McAvoy. And now some pressure from Spring Hill causes Stewart to throw into a deflection, but it goes out of bounds and stays with Emporia here as we've hit the 4-minute mark in this first quarter. So quick inbound from the sideline. Seeley now. Bond playing tough defense up to Rios. Spartans swing it around. Here it goes back across the court. Seeley thought about the shot. Instead didn't go with it. And now Peters looks to drive in, picks up his dribble. Now swing. Seeley, a great drive by Seeley. Oh, but he couldn't finish the layup. Rebound Chase Bond. And now they've got Lacey in a tough spot, but he's able to find Jordan Miller. And now Lacey will set things up for the Broncos. Navigating the offense. Maneuvering it, telling Chase Bond where to go. And now passes up top to Jordan Miller. McAvoy now driving inside, and he's not going to be able to go anywhere. Two Spartans on defense. Calvin Seeley and Sheldon Stewart force the turnover. Now Spring Hill bringing some pressure of their own again. Now falling back a little bit, but Lacey will still bring some pressure high up on half court. Spellman will have it, and they swing it. Sheldon inside, good pass to Blake Spellman, who puts it in for the Spartans to tie us up at 4. A good pass from Sheldon Stewart. And now Spellman will get a foul there, trying to put the pressure on Elijah Lacey. James Allen checking in for Cooper D. Albini. And now Bond inbounds from the sideline. Lacey over to Miller. Harry Trelk working on defense. And Trelk giving Miller as hard of a time as he can, but he's able to kick it out to Lacey. Swings it to the top. Over to McAvoy, now back over left to Lacey. And now stolen, Sheldon Stewart. And he just lays it up himself, and it doesn't go. And rebounded by Jordan Miller, but he was out of bounds whenever he rebounds it. So it will stay with Emporia. Brady Kaiser coming back in now for Elijah Lacey. Stewart inbounds to Seeley on the short corner. They swing it around all the way back around to Stewart, who originally inbounded the pass. Now Peters up top working on James Allen. Stewart now driving in. A good drive from Sheldon Stewart. And he is going to give Emporia their first lead of this one. 6-4 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. Now deep pass. Allen looked like he wanted to make the extra pass to McAvoy, but couldn't get it. And now he tries to, but this time it's intercepted by Calvin Seeley. And now three with a hand in his face. It's a three from River Peters on the left wing. And there, Emporia knocks down their first three of the season as Stewart knocks that one out of bounds into the media table right here at White with a minute 27 left in this one. And again, that is the first three Emporia has made all season, yet they still won 50-39 against Ottawa. But now they have a 9-4 lead, and they're on a 9-2 run as well here in this one. Spring Hill jumped the gun early, took the 2-0 lead. Now it's 9-4 Emporia. McAvoy on the left wing, Sheldon working on him. Not able to get the steal, he almost did. And now Kaiser. Harry Chuck once again playing well defensively, moving his feet. And now a pass inside doesn't go. Ezra Baker tried to put it up, but it was blocked by the rim. And now once again some tough defense from Emporia. And now Truck dives on the floor for the steal, and it's going to be a foul on Truck, who tripped Kaiser, but I don't think Lee Baldwin will be very upset with that one. That was a hustle foul, if I've ever seen one, from Harry Truck, playing great defense and trying to get his team to steal. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Kaiser now will look to drive in on Trelk, and they're going to call Trelk for another foul. So now Trelk already will have 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Blake Spellman goes to the scorer's table to check in. And now Broncos are in the bonus. And Kaiser knocks down the first free throw to end the 9-2 Emporia run. Blake Spellman now checks in for Harry. Kaiser's second is in. Bounced around a couple of times but found his way in. 9-6 Emporia. Peters now will try working on the wing. Baldwin wants his team to swing it around. They do. And now looks like they're going to do it again. Spellman from the right wing. Stewart, step back, three. James Allen hand was in his face, and they caused him to miss it. But rebound, Blake Spellman, who puts it back up, can't get it. Now River Peters offensive rebound. That one's blocked on the putback. But the Spartans doing pretty well on the board despite not having the size advantage here. And now Kaiser loses control, but able to get it out to McAvoy. And almost stolen by Seeley on the pass to Allen. Allen works inside. 5 seconds left in the quarter. And an one. I don't know. That one looked like it was all ball. But instead it will be an and one. Brady Kaiser will go back to the free throw line with a chance to tie it up, and now give Spring Hill a 6-0 run of their own. Or sorry, a 7-0 run of their own to end this first quarter. And no, that one's off the mark, so it will be just a 6-0 run. And now as time runs out, an errant pass from Peters, but it's not going to matter. That is the end of the first quarter here at White Auditorium. Second quarter coverage will resume when we come back. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. We will resume play now at the start of the second quarter. The Spartans will get it here at the start. Baldwin calling out plays. Stewart looking to set up that play Baldwin called. And now passes back and forth between Seeley and Stewart. Now it's over to Peters. And they continue to swing it around. And now a high-low created there. And now Sheldon Stewart wide open. Three, it goes! And the Spartans did not have their greatest shooting performance against Ottawa, but right now they have already hit 2 threes here in this one. exponentially more than last time, and now pressure causes Brady Kaiser once again to have to throw it off the leg of Calvin Seeley. The half-court pressure from Emporia has been causing a few turnovers or near turnovers from the Broncos. Kaiser on the wing and almost a steal, but instead Jordan Miller able to handle it. And now another near steal, this time from Peters. Chase Bond up top, working inside on Seeley, and a good drive, but not able to make the layup. And now on the rebound, it's a foul on Cooper D'Albini. So Albini will pick up his first foul in this one. Spartans looking to get the offense going once again. They've hit a couple of big threes. They swing it around. And now Seeley catches on a bounce pass over to Stewart. Corner to Spellman. Seeley and Stewart exchange passes. And now Peters and Seeley will do the same thing. And right now it was just a little passing triangle between Seeley, Peters, and Stewart. And the Spartans seem to be okay with making this defense run. And now a mid-range shot from Stewart off the mark, but an offensive rebound. However, Peters trying to field it in from the save by Spellman was out of bounds. Ryland Crowell checks in now for Josh Rios. 12-8. Spartans lead, 6:15 left until the end of the first half. And they continue to bring pressure. Spring Hill breaks it, but they get trapped. Ryan Jackson gets trapped, and it's a turnover forced by Emporia High. They're going to get it back now. They have a 4-point lead. And now they're looking to extend it. And right now, Spring Hill's sitting in a 3-2 zone. And like we saw in the last possession, looks like Emporia is content with making them do a lot of work. And now Peters off the mark on the three. Rebound by Jordan Miller. Kaiser brings it up, tries to take a drive inside, makes the pass to Albini. Albini lays it up, and it's no good. Rebound Stewart. Stewart flies up the court. Cross-court pass to Seeley. Peters drives, gets out Stewart, but Peters is going to run over Brady Kaiser, who draws the charge and will give the ball back to the Broncos. Now Harrison Trelk checks in for Blake Spellman, and Corey Kirchner subs in for Ryan Jackson. And now more full court pressure rather than half court pressure from the Spartans. Doesn't matter to the Broncos though. Chase Bond drives in and scores. The Spartans trying to move it up quickly though after the inbound. And now it's Trelk in the corner. And this 3-2 zone for the Broncos is having to do a lot of work, a lot of passing back and forth, a lot of running back and forth, which can really tire a zone defense down. And now Trelk in some trouble down low, gets it to Crowell, who puts in a very tough layup there. That was no easy bucket for Ryland Crowell, but he put it up between two Spring Hill defenders. And now this game is picking up pace. Kirchner drives in, stolen. Peters drives down and puts up the layup. And it's a 16-10 Spartan lead now with 4:20 left in the second quarter. And now Spartans looking to set up a trap again. They do for a quick second, but Miller gets the pass out to Kaiser. Kaiser trying to get past Calvin Seeley. Calvin Seeley says no. Trelk, who's played well defensively in this one early on, continues to play tough defense, but now an opening found in the Emporia defense. Brady Kaiser shoots the three. It's off the mark though. Fast break, Emporia, Crowell, layup doesn't go, putback doesn't go from Peters. Now out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Emporia. James Allen and Peyton McAvoy check in for Spring Hill. Josh Rios comes back in for the Spartans. River Peters will go take a seat for a little bit. Now in the corner, quick pass out to Trelk. Oh, and it's in and out for three. The three-pointer from Trelk looked like it had it, but it was in and out. And now Trelk, though, continuing to play tough defense on the other side of the ball, though. Not letting Spring Hill get an easy drive, and now a 10-second violation. Talk about the full court pressure from the Spartans. If you're Coach Baldwin, you have to be happy with that one. And the Spartans will force another turnover. 16-10 Spartans. And they will continue to work the ball around. Now Kraut will have it in the left corner. Almost stolen. Now back out to Stewart for three, and it looked good, but it was just off the left side of the rim. We now have 3 minutes remaining, and now stolen by Emporia. It is going to stay with Spring Hill. Coach Eisenhower wanted a timeout, did not get it in time. Now Elijah Lacey will check back in for Corey Kirkner. Emporia student section starting some claps, and now it's stolen. Trelk gets some pressure, but dribbles around Chase Bond. And now what a backdoor pass from Stewart. However, the shot is blocked by James Allen. River Peters had a good look at a shot after a Sheldon Stewart pass, as that one now goes over the head of Chase Bond, out of bounds. Emporia ball. Stewart brings it up after the Spring Hill turnover. Inside Rios, good pass into Peters, and Peters won't make this one, but it will be a foul. And Baldwin is going to bring everyone not shooting back, while Peters will attempt his first free throws of the game. River is 100% so far on the year. And he will keep it that way on this first free throw. And that'll extend the Emporia lead to 17. Second free throw from Peters. And that one goes. And so he will stay at 100% on the year so far. And now Ezra Baker's check back in for Spring Hill, as a nearly stolen pass is going to get a foul called on Josh Rios. And so now Rios will pick up his second foul. Baker looking to inbound for Spring Hill. Kaiser will set it up after catching the pass. And there's just been little separation from the Spartan defenders and the Spring Hill offensive guys, and they are keeping it that way. Spring Hill has not had an easy drive, easy bucket, or anything. And now Harry Trelk gets the steal, and extra pass from Sheldon Stewart. A dunk from River Peters. A poster, absolute poster on the fast break. And now a near steal from Blake Smellman as well, out of bounds. It will stay with Spring Hill. River Peters, though, brought that one down on Spring Hill. His first dunk of the season. And that got the Emporia student section hyped up, if I've ever seen it. Now, Allen working inside for Spring Hill, and it's off the legs of Emporia defenders. 2010 Emporia lead. And now Allen gets it inside, and he puts that one up. It's not going to go, but There's going to be a foul called on Blake Spellman. So Spellman now will pick up his second foul. Allen will look to get his first points from the charity stripe. And it's off the mark, off the back iron. Rylan Krause subs in for Emporia. Allen's second free throw will be nothing but net. So the lead's down to 9. 2011 Emporia, minute 30 left in the first half. And continuing to just pass this ball around. And you can tell there's some fatigue already in the defense from Spring Hill. Trelk drives now down into the short corner, and they end up kicking it back out, and they're going to keep working it around. Now Peters, three, hand in his face, but it doesn't matter. River Peters with some electrifying moments here in this last minute or so of this game. 23-11 now, Emporia leads by 12. Less than a minute left in this first half. The defense chants starting now in the student section. And now three, McAvoy, no. Rebound, Stewart. Tries to set the fast break up, and he realizes he doesn't have numbers. He's going to set it up. Crow now, quick three off the mark. And now Spring Hill will try to get with a fast break of their own from Ryan Jackson. And now it's over the head of Ezra Baker. And it'll be a turnover and back to Emporia ball. Cooper D'Albini and Chase Bond sub back into this one with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Baldwin coaching his guys up for these last 27 seconds on how they can take advantage of it the best. Now Seeley over to Stewart, across to Trout, over to Crow. And now we have less than 10 seconds, now down to 5. Stewart gonna try to work it, gets it to Harry. The buzzer beater goes! And it's 25-11 to end this first half. What a run to end this thing off for Emporia. It was tight through the first quarter, but the second quarter was where Emporia stretched it out. And so at halftime, it's a 25-11 Spartans lead. We'll come back with more key takeaways and a look forward to tomorrow's competition here at the Paul Terry Classic. When we come back, you're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. back at White Auditorium nearing the start of the second half. It's a 25-11 Emporia lead here at halftime. And there are a couple few things that you could say about that first half. For one, the Spartans having a much better shooting performance than against Ottawa, and you can tell that it has made a huge difference. Another thing is pressure from both teams, but especially the Spartans. They have caused a lot of turnovers from pressure early on. Spring Hill has caused a few of their own. Emporia also towards the end of that, really just towards the start of the second quarter, really looked to tire out that Bronco defense, that Bronco 3-2, by just moving the ball around, and it proved to work. So we'll see if the Broncos will come out a little refreshed after that second half, or if they'll still be a little fatigued. But eventually that type of offense is going to take a toll on his own defense, so we'll see also if they have any adjustments. And I think the one thing you can't go without mentioning was the dunk by River Peters towards the end of this first half. This wasn't a straightaway wide open dunk. This was, he had two guys trying to defend him. He went to go up, and he got up. And he slammed that one home. He slammed that one home too. There was no soft dunk. That one he brought home, and he made sure everyone in the auditorium knew that he slammed that ball down. So we'll be back in about 30-ish seconds here for the start of the second half at White's. You're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Second half ready to get underway here in Emporia on Coach Ron Slaymaker Court. The Spartans look to bring this one home. They have a 14-point lead early, looking to stay undefeated. Coach Caleb Eisenhower looking to lead his Broncos to their first win of the season and his first career win with the Broncos. It'll go to Spring Hill to start this second half off. Allen will look to find someone down low, but he doesn't. He ends up handing off to Chase Bond. And now Bond's pass, looking for D'Albini, is intercepted, and now Peters drives in, doesn't get the layup, but he does get the foul. And now Chase Bond, who made a good hustle play there, looked to be a little shaken up after that one, but he's going to stay in and walk it off. Peters will go to the line again, 2 for 2 on the night. And that one's good. Rolled its way in. Emporia will be on the board first in the second half. Second shot also goes, so Peters will stay 100% from the charity stripe here on this season through 8 attempts. And now a forced turnover again from the Spartan pressure. They will get the ball back here early in this second half. They have their lead now extended to 16, 27-11. And once in their move around, and it looks like Spring Hill has tried to move back into somewhat of a man defense. But that's not going to stop Emporia from moving the ball around. And now Peters drives in, steps back, but they are going to get him for an offensive foul. Peters will pick up his second. The first team foul on Emporia in the half. here as we're now 1 minute in to the third quarter. Spring Hill has had moments where they looked like they've broken the press, but then Emporia still forced a turnover late in the possession. However, that won't happen this time as D. Albini is fouled before the shot. And now Josh Rios is going to pick up his third foul. So Coach Baldwin will decide to let him sit a minute. He is a big defensive part of this team, and if you couldn't tell from this first half, he is someone who doesn't care about diving on the floor or being physical to get the ball. And now a steal from Ryland Crowell. And now Emporia will set it up instead of going for the fast break points. Crowell looking up top. Bond on defense. And now Seeley tried to hit Peters over the top. Didn't quite go. And almost stolen, but Bond is able to keep it with him. And he gets his own rebound too after the missed layup to put it in for Spring Hill's first points of the second half. 27-13 now our score. 6 minutes left in the third. Emporia moving the ball around. They've had good movement in this game, just like they did against Ottawa. And just slowing the game down. And now Ryland Crowell drives in, and they are going to call him for an offensive foul now. And now Harrison Troke will come back in for Ryland Crowell. And along with Madden Seidel checking in, Peyton McAvoy also checked in for the Broncos. And the Broncos will exchange passes between Allen and Kaiser to get it across half court. Now Allen drives in, had some trouble handling it, but eventually gains control back. Kaiser now drives in and doesn't go. Would have been a tough layup if it did. The rebound and putback from D. Albini won't go as well. And now it will be a foul on D. Albini trying to get the offensive board. And so D. Albini, who's been a pretty big guy here, at least rebound-wise, is going to have to come off with 3 fouls. Jordan Miller will take his place. Stewart now. Over to Troke. Troke scans, and they swing it around to Seidel. Swung back around all the way over to the right corner to Peters. And Peters thought about going inside, decided to eat it. Now Celia also looks to go inside. No, Allen playing some tough defense, but then he got a little too reachy with that one. And so it'll be a reach-in foul on James Allen. And now Allen will pick up his first of the game. Seeley to Stewart to Troke to Peters. Peters drives in, kicks out. Seeley, quick shot for 3. It doesn't go. Kaiser rebounds and takes it up. Harry not letting him take it up easy though. And now Bond, Chase Bond, a good drive. He has had a couple of good drives in this game. And so now 27-15 Emporia High. Spring Hill has cut into the lead another 2 points. Seidel now in the corner working on Jordan Miller, who steals it, gets on the floor for the ball, and gets it off to McAvoy. They aren't able to get the fast break though, and now Sheldon Stewart knocks the ball loose. Madden Seidel able to pick it up. Peters tries to take it all the way, and it rolls in. And with that bucket, Coach Baldwin will call a timeout, a full one. And so after this full timeout, we'll be back. You are watching Spartan Basketball on ESN. back from the Spartan timeout. They lead at 29-15 with 4 minutes. The original starters, except Josh Rios is on the bench with Harry Trelk in, are back on the court for the Spartans. Spring Hill will get the ball, and they're trying to work, but again, the Spartans have just not let them have any separation. Now Baldwin telling Trelk to send on the spin move. He doesn't get one though, and a good drive from Brady Kaiser. So he will put Spring Hill on the scoreboard after the timeout. Stewart now inside. Quick pass off to Peters, who puts the shot up. No foul there. It's going to be out of bounds and stay with Emporia. Seeley now looking for someone, finds Spellman. Ball movement from E high. Sheldon Stewart pull up mid-range, and it was a beauty, nothing but nets. Stewart with a drive, a pull up, and with a hand in his face, he knocked down the mid-range J. 3 minutes now left in this third quarter. Bond drives in, and it won't go. The floater doesn't go. Sheldon Stewart rebounds. Gets the fast break going. It's a 2-on-3 for Emporia, and it's not going to work out for him. Stewart's layup is off the mark, and now Bond will get the rebound and try to slow it up for Spring Hill. But now a quick corner three shot, and no good from McAvoy. But second chances for Spring Hill, and it will send Brady Kaiser to the free throw line after being fouled on an attempted putback. Josh Rios and Rylan Crowell at the scorer's table during these shots. Kaiser, his first free throw is going to go.
Substitution, Elijah Lacey. Returning for the Spartans, Rylan Crowell and Josh Rios.
Crowell and Rios sub in now before this second shot. 2:33 remaining in the quarter. Kaiser's second shot's off the front rim. Rebound, Peter, no! Almost stolen from Peters off the rebound, but blocked. But gets fouled down low, getting his own rebounds. Foul on McAvoy. And so now Crowell will go to the free throw line. They are going to say it's on the shot. Crowell will shoot two. Emporia sending everyone back on the free throw again. Crowell's second will go. And that will put his point total to 3 so far in the game. And the lead is now out to 14, 32-18 Spartans. On the left wing is Brian Jackson. Driving in. And now into Allen inside. Top of the key, it's Miller. Miller cross court. Allen thought about a three, and now he does pull up from three, and he almost banked it in, but it went in and right back out. Under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Peters drives in, doesn't go. Lacey with the rebound. And now his pass, though, stolen on the fast break. Peters this time will drive in. It won't go, but he will have free throws coming up for him. He gets fouled. And Emporia also will now enter the bonus. And that will be a miss from Peters. His first miss from the charity stripe on the season. So it will remain 32-18, but he will have another shot at it here with 1:43 left in the third. And the second one from Peters is good. So it's 33-18 Emporia. Spring Hill now trying to find some offense. They haven't had a lot in this one. Student section starting the claps again. Minute and a half left to go in the third. And now blocked by Krause. Stewart gets the rebound off of it. Drives in and tried to get it to Spellman, but he bobbled it. Wasn't able to get a shot up in time. But he almost took it right back from Spring Hill. But they're able to get control of it, as there were 4 Spring Hill players to just Blake Spellman's 1. Emporia still steals it, though. They force another turnover. Rios thought about the shot, and now he does shoot it after a pass back to Ryland Crowell. It's off the front iron. Lacey looking to drive, but Spellman and Stewart weren't going to let it happen. And now the pass over the top to Albini, stolen. Stewart drives and fakes the extra pass, but not able to get the layup. Offensive rebound, Josh Rios. Now Ryland Crowell, 3, got it! Wide open, and that is gonna give Ehi their biggest lead of this one with 20 seconds left in the third. It's an 18-point lead, 36-18. The sophomore with 6 points in this one so far. And now you can hear defense from the student section as there's a foul on Spellman, and Spellman now will pick up his third as well. And it will also put Spring Hill in the bonus for these last 9 seconds of the third quarter. Seidel for the Spartans to the scorer's table. Kaiser there for the Broncos. Lacey's first free throw will go. Seidel checks in after that free throw. Second one from Lacey will go as well, so 36-20. 9.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Stewart now pulls up from 3 right off the bat, and it looked like it was going to go in, but couldn't quite. The buzzer beater for Stewart doesn't go, but I don't think that's going to matter in this one. It's a 36-20 Ehi lead going into the fourth quarter. And when that fourth quarter starts, we'll be back bringing you coverage. But for right now, we're going to take a break. You're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. We return to White Auditorium here on Coach Ron Slaymaker Court, where the Spartans will look to finish off a game that they have a 36-20 lead in right now. Looking to get a good start to the season, 2-0. Don't think anybody can complain about that. They're going to swing it around, and we've seen quite the 2 different offenses. The Spartans offense has revolved around a lot of passing around the perimeter and really tiring out this Spring Hill defense and just finding open lanes. Spring Hill, on the other hand, we've seen a lot of driving, and they'll draw the occasional foul, but really it hasn't worked a whole lot for them tonight. Spartans still in possession here. They've had about a 40-second possession so far, and it looks like they're really just trying to milk this clock as much as they can. And Stewart over to Peters. Peters drives in, pulls up, floater doesn't go. And now half-court pressure from Emporia. Bond drives in, and another good drive from Chase Bond. He has been the bright spot on this offense so far for the Broncos. He cuts the lead back down to 14. It's at 36-22 with 6:45 left to play. Spartans swinging it around. And they're going to continue to just move this ball around and challenge Spring Hill to come make a play on it and really try and really going to force Spring Hill to come back on this game on their own. And now Josh Rios is fouled by Ezra Baker. First personal foul and first team foul of the fourth quarter from either team. Baseline inbound goes to Seeley. Stewart now has it in the corner. Seeley up top. Peters pump fakes. Back out and they swing it around once again. Left wing into Rios. Rios makes a couple of moves and the shot doesn't quite fall though. And now Spring Hill really trying to move fast here. And it was almost stolen and now it is. Peters, fast break. Euro step, drive, fouled. And it's going to be a block on Brady Kaiser. Kaiser will tack on his first foul of the game. Peters will go to the line once again. We went 1 for 1 last time. And now that one goes. And that will make him 6 for 7 on the night. Looking to make it 7 for 8. And the second one from Peters goes there. So it's back out to 16, 38-22 E-High, 5:50 left to go. And now Bond across the Kaiser and Allen, and there was some good passing from Spring Hill, and they found an easy bucket, something that's been hard to come by so far from James Allen. And now Spring Hill really trying to up the intensity of the defense, trying to get the ball back, but Josh Rios says no, scores 40-24, and now a 30-second timeout from Coach Baldwin, 40-24 Spartans. And we'll be back after this 30-second timeout is over. Now we come off the E-High timeout with 5:30 left to go in this game. Emporia leads 40-24. And now across the court, McAvoy shoots his third three of the night, and this time it goes. Third time is the charm for Peyton McAvoy. 40-27 now. The lead cut down to 13. But Emporia still continue to milk this clock and just do anything they can to keep the ball out of the Spring Hill hands. This one, though, stolen by McAvoy. And now Kaiser trying to move fast, trying to help his team get back in this one. But instead they set it up. And now Ezra Baker, quick three. It was open, and he takes advantage of it, knocks it down, and now the lead's down to 10. Spring Hill now will call their timeout. It's a full one. We will return after this Spring Hill timeout. They've cut the lead down to 10 and are starting to gain some momentum. The full timeout is over with 4:46 left to go in this ball game. Spring Hill not going down yet. They've cut it down to 10, and that's the least it's been for a while now, at least since the first half. And they're going to also bring the pressure. Emporia stays calm, gets it across, and now they're just going to keep passing around the perimeter here and either try to find something open or keep the ball in their hands. Almost stolen there, but they retain possession. Rios pump fakes the three and was double teamed, but finds Spellman. And now it's inside. Rios is not going to put the shot up, and the passes through the hands of Peters, but it goes right to Calvin Seeley. So Emporia will continue to take possession, and Spring Hill is going to have to do something defensively to force a turnover, or at least make Emporia think they have something to get the ball back in the Broncos' hands. And now they do. It was a triple team on Sheldon Stewart, and the three Broncos were able to take it away from him. But it's not going to matter because Josh Rios takes it right back, and there's a foul now on Ezra Baker on the fast break. Stewart didn't seem happy with the foul. He seemed like he could have went and scored without, even with the foul. But now it's 3 Spring Hill fouls to 0 by Emporia in the fourth quarter. So still 2 fouls to give for Spring Hill as we get towards the end of this game. Peters on the right wing, McAvoy on defense. And Peters will just kind of dribble it around, force McAvoy to do something, and then he passes a Crowell who goes back to Seeley, over to Sheldon. Crowell inside, now Sheldon for 3. No. Bounced around a couple of times but couldn't find its way in. And now Spring Hill looking to cut this lead back down to single digits, and another 3 goes! And the last 3 Spring Hill scores have all been 3-pointers, and all of a sudden this game is at 7 points and within reach of the Broncos with 3 minutes left. Emporia trying to hold on for dear life right now. Their lead has been cut from a max of 18 down to 7. So Spring Hill not rolling over for this Spartan team. They're going to continue to move it around. Peters inside, kick out. Seeley, 3. No, off the front iron, didn't have enough on it. But Peters is able to scratch and claw for a rebound, and now Coach Lee Baldwin wants a timeout. The timeout will be a full one. So it's 40-33, 2.5 minutes left to go in this one. And we'll give you those 2.5 minutes when we come back from this timeout. See what Coach Baldwin now drew up for his team out of the timeout to try and finish this game off. It looked pretty good when they took the lead by 18, but now it's down to 7. The Broncos fighting back, and right now they're playing some tight-knit defense too. And they're playing a lot like what Emporia has played all game, just not any separation between the defender and the guy on offense. Hasn't affected Emporia yet, though, on this possession. They're still able to swing it around. Now Peters drives in, kicks out Stewart in the corner. And it'll be back up top for Emporia. Crown now will take it on the right wing. Working on him on defense is Elijah Lacey. And now Peters drives in, thought about the floater, didn't go for it, and now it's stolen by Spring Hill. Chase Bond drives in, and it won't go. A rare missed layup on a drive by Chase Bond. He has been really good driving in the paint tonight, but that one just wasn't his. And now Stewart driving in, and he's not going to get the shot, but he does get the foul. With a minute 33 left, he has a chance to extend this one out to 8 or 9 and make the Spartans feel a little better. Stewart also 100% from the free throw line coming into this game, and he will be taking his first of the day. And it's good from Stewart. Picking up the foul there was Ezra Baker, who picked up his third. Peyton McAvoy now comes in. And the second shot from Stewart goes. And so it's 42-33 Emporia with a minute 30 left. They just have to hold on for another minute and a half, plus some change and almost a steal. Kaiser able to get it back. Defense chance from the student section. James Allen, 3, doesn't go. He hit one earlier to help cut this lead to 10, but that one wouldn't go to cut it even shorter. Question is, when do you start fouling if you're Spring Hill? Right now it's at a minute 12. And Stewart and Rios just helping each other, setting screens, passing the ball around, and now Stewart to Seeley. 1 minute left in this one, and now a foul from Peyton McAvoy with 1:01 left. Emporia will go to the free throw line. It'll be Calvin Seeley. Seeley, 50% in the first game, 2 for 4. Looking to start off good in the second one. It goes. So now the lead is back up to double digits for Emporia. And maybe for the Spartans putting out the flame of a possible Spring Hill comeback. Second free throw on the way, and it goes for Seeley. So that'll put him at 2 for 2 on the night. It's an 11-point lead. 1 minute left to go. And the Spartans continuing to bring pressure. Edmonds driving in again, and the drive is successful in the fact that Chase Bond got the foul. Bond will have 2 free throws. Try and cut it back to single digits with 51 seconds left. Bond's first shot is nothing but net.
Spring Hill substitutions. Lacey and Miller. Returning for the Spartans, foul.
Edmonds second will go. Back to a 9-point lead, 44-35. 51.6 left to go in this one. Now a timeout called. We'll see who called it here. It's Spring Hill. Spring Hill's going to call a 30-second timeout, and I think we'll stay here for this one with 51.6 left to go. 44-35 Spartans. Looking to finish it out. Start the season off strong, 2-0. Spring Hill looking for what will be a very improbable comeback, but I guess as they say, it isn't over until it's over. And Spring Hill probably going to come out with that mentality out of this timeout, probably drawing some sort of press up, try and get a few turnovers. But I think it might be too little, too late for Spring Hill. They trailed at 1 point by 18. They've got it down to 9. At 1 point, had it down to 7. So we'll see if their press can add any pressure to Emporia. And Seeley does have some pressure on him, but he finds Peters out of the double team. But it's stolen. Peters' pass intercepted by Ryan Jackson. Gets it up to James Allen. Lacey. Spring Hill has to score quick. They don't exactly need a 3, but it would help. Ezra Baker drives in. He looks for James Allen. He's not going to get it. There's a fight for the ball between Allen and Rios. It's a jump ball, and it will stay with Spring Hill. Chase Bond and Peyton McAvoy looking to check back in. 32 left to go. 9-point Spartan lead, and now Coach Baldwin wants a timeout.
Spartans. It's a full timeout.
Coach Baldwin is going to get his team together for a full timeout, and so we will take a break here for the full timeout. We'll be back, and we will give you the last 30 seconds of Spartan basketball here on E-Town Sports Network. The full timeout coming to an end here. So the Spartans will try to finish off the Broncos here in a somewhat low-scoring affair. The Broncos running out of time to try and throw up some desperation to make this comeback. James Allen's desperation three is off the mark, and now River Peters will be fouled with 28.9 to go. He'll be going to the free throw line. Not exactly the guy you want to foul if you're Spring Hill. Peters 9 of 10 here in the early season so far. Emporia will send everyone back. And now Spellman will come to the scorer's table and check in for Josh Rios. And it looks like the reason Josh Rios came off there was not a coach's decision, but in fact he had some sort of blood, therefore he had to be taken out, as the first free throw from Peters will go to make it 45-35. Back out to a 10-point lead. And the second one will go as well. River Peters continuing his accuracy from the charity stripe. 28.9 to go, 11-point Spartan lead. And they're going to continue to bring the pressure. They're going to try to put out any flame that Spring Hill has. And now Chase Bond drives in. It won't go. It was a tough drive, but he couldn't get the layup, and they will foul Peters again, who will go to the line and try to knock down a few more. This foul with 15-5 left to go, and so now I think this one we can safely say is going to end up in an Emporia High win to improve to 2-0. And also to go 2-0 for the night. And the first one misses short. The second from Peters. That one does go. 47-35 is now the lead. Time ticking down. Bond will drive, kicks out. And now McAvoy three doesn't go from the corner. And the last 5 seconds will be Sheldon Stewart holding on to the ball for an Emporia High win over Spring Hill, 47-35. The Spartans didn't have the size advantage in this one, but they sure did play like it. They are going to get the win and start the season off 2-0. And another double-digit win for the Spartans. They close this one out. They win 47-35. And if you really want to take away anything from this game, let it be the defense from the Spartans. First of all, only giving up 35 points. And second of all, partially due to turnovers. Turnovers caused a big run that allowed the Spartans to get out on top in the first place, and it's what allowed them to put out the flame that Spring Hill had towards the end of this game. So for Spring Hill, they just really couldn't get much offense going. There was an easy bucket was not something that was really known. It was pretty foreign to Spring Hill, and you got to give credit to the Spartans for that one. They had maybe had a few quick passes that got them easy buckets and some free throws, but other than that, everything was tightly contested. And also just a pretty electrifying performance from the Spartans today. I think a lot of plays that gave them a lot of momentum, such as the three from River Peters along with his dunk that really got everybody in White Auditorium going. But that will do it here at White Auditorium. Emporia High will take the 47-35 win. The girls took a big win as well over Trinity, 48-10. So signing off from White Auditorium, I'm Javen Hart from E-Town Sports Network.